Hi, Rob Linhart here in the Hazel's Wine Department, and we are bringing you Sunday specials for April 9th and 10th.
John was the first one to pull you down. He took one drink and he started to clown. Passed you the Hazel, Jane, and Jack. Penelope got you and passed you right back.
We've got 4 wines for your Easter table this week. We're going to start with a non-vintage Borrasca Valdobbiadene Prosecco. This is a classically styled extra dry Prosecco, so just a little bit of sweetness there. Brings a touch of sweetness, but also brings a nice, soft, rounder texture to this Prosecco. You're gonna get those classic pale white flowers, nice pear and apple fruit, just a little hint of spice to give a nice detailed back note. A solid, easy drinking all-around Prosecco. Next up, we're heading to New Zealand for the 2019 Handpicked Sauvignon Blanc. Now, this is coming out of that classic region for Sauvignon Blanc. We're talking Marlborough here. We love these hand-picked wines. They're doing such a great job of sourcing their fruit, and this one really shows that quality. A lot of extra layering here compared to your typical New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc at this price. So up front, lovely white grapefruit, just a hint of that citrusy note. Then we're going to start to get into some tropical tones. I was thinking about passion fruit, star fruit. Now, these wines can often really whack you in the face with that really crisp, almost over-the-top acidity. Here, they pulled that back just enough to give it a nice, slightly softer, rounder texture. It will dry out through the finish and brings a really nice herbal, detailed accent note to this wine. A solid all-around New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Next up, we're heading to France now. We're in the Loire Valley in Saint-Nicolas de Bourgogne for the 2020 Domaine Olivier Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc, if you're not familiar with it, one of the parent grapes of Cabernet Sauvignon. So you're going to find a little bit of that character here, particularly in the structure. There's definitely going to be some elevated acidity, and most importantly, the tannins will be there. We'll come at you with a little bit of grip here on this wine. This is a spice-driven Cabernet Franc. All I could think about when I was smelling this wine, tandoori spice, so cardamom, sandalwood, those types of notes, along with a light woody smoke component. As it opens up, the fruit will come. You'll get into some nice, light red fruits, little bit of a detailed note again with an herbal component. Very little oak influence here. I was looking for oak and not really finding it in this wine. Even though this is a parent of Cabernet, this wine is not a powerhouse wine. Solidly mid-weight, so a nice touch of elegance and balance here. This, however, has got to be a food wine. The fruit will be hiding a little bit here until you get that fruit on your palate, and then boom, the fruit will come right out at you, carry right through on the finish. If you love those spicier, lighter styles of red, this is going to be right in your wheelhouse. Last but not least, we are so happy to have this wine back in the building. This is the 2019 Cellar de Roure red wine from Valencia. We're down on the Mediterranean coast of Spain here. We're actually just a little inland from there. Native grapes here, Alicante Bouschet and Mondo. I know you've never heard of it, neither had we, but what we're getting here is a great, fresh, concentrated style, intense concentration of the fruit up front. So great red and black cherry and berry fruits up front. Again, with a nice sort of slightly herbal component. This will start to show some Spanish earth. Starts to pick up a bit of a red licorice tone on the palate to really round things out. There's an herbal component here, but it's very fresh. I was thinking I've just picked marjoram out of the garden here to get a nice floral herb component into this wine. At this point in time, again, any oak that was on this wine, very well integrated here, so not really driving the bus here. Beautifully balanced, again, beautifully integrated, super easy drinking style. The tannins almost completely unnoticeable at this point in this wine. A fantastic deal on a little off the beaten path red, an absolute go-to for an all-around red.
John was the first one to pull you down. He took one drink and he started to clown. Passed you the Hazel, Jane, and Jack. Penelope got you and passed you right back.